Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Gaurav.
Yes, sir.
Gaurav, this is your third attempt at the civil services examination,
Yes, sir.
and your optional subject is anthropology.
Yes, sir.
Gaurav, in your permanent address or address of correspondence, rather,
Yes,
it is written that you come from Bihar.
yes, sir.
But in your cadre preferences, your home state is mentioned as West Bengal. So can you clear the confusion?
Sir, I have pursued civil engineering in Kolkata, West Bengal. I think my formative years and what I am at present has been largely shaped uh, by that influence. So, given that there were choices for me to fill the home state based on the four parameters as per UPSC, so I chose West Bengal, sir.
Okay. Tell me something unique about West Bengal.
Sir, its cultures are unique. Durga Puja festival is recognized by UNESCO.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me something about the history of the Durga Puja festival in West Bengal, when it started, and any important personality from the national movement who has played a vital role in popularizing that puja?
Yes, sir. Uh, it had been benefited largely from freedom movement when puja was used as a way to propagate nationalist ideas.
Hmm.
So, nationalist of West Bengal,
Mm.
the specific names, I'm not very sure, sir. So, they utilize this along with in Maharashtra. Similarly, it was used with Ganesh festival, sir, by Lokmanya Tilak.
Okay, Gaurav, by any chance, are you also following the Mahakumbh?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me something about the Mahakumbh, the ongoing Mahakumbh?
So, ongoing Mahakumbh is special in the sense that Mahakumbhs occur after 144 days, 4 years, 12 years into 12 cycle. It is it is expected to boost local economy,
Mm.
and for almost 40 to 45 crore people are expected to visit there.
Hmm.
So it is not merely a cultural congregation, but it has all aspects like economy,
Mm.
societal meetings, and the India's resurgence to the world stage. These all it commemorates, sir.
Okay, what is the size of Indian GDP, Gaurav?
Sir, it's $3.94 trillion as per latest data, sir.
Okay, so if we have to reach to the $5 trillion mark, as the Honorable Prime Minister has repeatedly given reference to in his several speeches,
Yes, sir.
what do you think? What three major steps that we need to take?
So, firstly, we need to encash upon the industrial revolution of 4.0, and I think we have made measures like in India AI mission and semiconductor missions. We are right on the track. Second is MSME sector that has huge potential to revive our manufacturing base that has held on us, and the report at present suggests that it was lagging. And third is the agriculture that has the huge potential
Mm.
given its food processing industries and
Mm.
export India can make to the world, sir.
Hmm. Okay, Gaurav, I hope you are also aware about the atrocities that are being committed on minorities in Bangladesh. Do you think in that context, India should impose sanctions on that country?
So India has rightly taken its actions like visit by Foreign Secretary Sri Vikram Misri, uh, and it has been conveyed diplomatically. So at the present moment, mm, I think the government has been taking right steps,
Hmm.
and if needed, it's not hesitate from taking sanctions. So if Bangladesh fails to curtail the violence,
What are the three major exports of India to Bangladesh? Export items?
yes, sir. Sir, I'm not very much sure. Can I attempt, sir?
Yes.
So first is jute, West Bengal
Hmm.
is the area. Second, textile. It is two ways, sir, from India also and from Bangladesh also.
Hmm.
Third might be the IT, sir, as India is the powerhouse of in this sector.
Hmm.
So it must be exporting to Bangladesh also.
Hmm. How can India balance her relationship
Yes.
with US and Russia? Because US is now a partner of India and Russia has been a strategic partner over the years. How can India balance her relationship with the two countries? Give one central idea. I'm just looking for that idea, not a big explanation.
So multi-alignment as per our national interest.
Okay.
So this we have been pursuing this,
Hmm.
and it should be carried forward, sir.
Gaurav, have you gone through today's newspaper?
Yes, sir. Partially, I have gone through, sir.
What is the most important news item?
Sir, the Hamas and Israel deal that has been brokered by Qatar,
Hmm.
that is important.
How do you see the events unfolding in the Middle East and what implications it would have over India?
So given we have huge diaspora in Middle East, and also we are the importers of crude oil, and thirdly, the trade like Red Sea and other area that is important for us. So any instability is bound to affect
Mm.
India's national interests, sir.
Okay, one question related to West Bengal,
Yes,
because you identify yourself with West Bengal.
yes.
Why do we call it West Bengal when we no longer call the Punjab as East Punjab? It should be called as just Bengal. Why are we still calling it West Bengal? What does that indicate?
Sir, I think the historical sentiments exist that Bengal was a unified region.
Mm.
We have not forgotten the partition that has occurred. So
Mm.
the present Bangladesh in this term should be East Bengal, and we are continuing with our West
I
Bengal.
appreciate that, Gaurav, but that logic also fits in for Punjab. Why aren't we calling the Indian Punjab as East Punjab?
Sir, Bengali nationalism was the ones that initiated at a very early stage, and they connect more better in this aspect. And the borders are porous, and Bangladesh India relations had been largely better. So, as for me, this might be very.
But this nomenclature is only after 1956, the linguistic reorganization of states, not before that.
Yes, sir.
Think
Sir,
over it.
I think yes, sir. My views are limited on this aspect, sir.
Sir, thank you.
Gaurav,
Yes,
can we talk about the impact of development programs on tribals?
yes, sir. So it benefits at because they get the connectivity and economic opportunity. Also, the tourism that is bound to benefit the uh, tribes. Sir, there are also downsides like their cultural erosion might occur, or the cultural conflict of the outsider community might come in conflict with them, sir. So it has both aspects associated with it, sir.
Any tribe you can think of whom we are trying to pull into the mainstream and there is some sort of resistance?
Sir, it has been a historical trend that resistance has occurred in sir northeast. I can say that they are resisting, sir.
Which tribe?
Sir, Naga tribe wants their own autonomy and other things. So
No, autonomy is different. They are trying to resist coming into the mainstream.
sir,
I'll give you a clue there that there is a tribe in Andaman Nicobar Islands.
so is it Jorwe? If I'm not
It is, yeah. That should have come to your mind. Okay. What is human genetics? What is the method of human genetics? What is the application of it?
sir, human genetics involved with studying the genes that act as unit of inheritance in us. So we can identify the role associated of each segment of the DNA, what it exactly performs. Secondly, we can have drug therapy based on this aspect. Thirdly, sir, there are rare diseases that occur due to changes in genes. We can have solution for it, sir.
Any particular illness that we have been able to uh, address?
So sickle cell, we have identified that it is due to deformation of cells that is prevalent among tribes.
What is the concept of ethnicity? In anthropology, there is a concept of ethnicity. What is it?
Sir, ethnicity is the sense of collective being. They identify themselves with a particular group based on the historical regions or area they live. It can be based on different parameters, sir.
Any parameter you can think of or you can recollect?
Sir, earlier tribes were clan based, so clan is one of the important parameter, and the so clan main parameter.
Oh, there is one question I'll put to you. It is not specifically anthro, but it is bordering on anthro and between anthro and sociology. Is there a distinction between varna and caste?
Yes, sir. Sir, Varna is hierarchical in the sense that hierarchy is well defined, but in caste, the hierarchy depends on regional approach also.
Can there be a movement between one caste to, can the caste be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Social mobility is more in is there in caste, sir. So it depends on region and also the economic factors and the political association come to play.
Which are the factors by which there can be social mobility?
Sir, it was by emulating the higher caste in the local hierarchy of
What is it called?
Sanskritization, sir.
Sanskritization. Okay. Who are the prominent authors who have applied their mind, who have studied this aspect in India?
Sir, Professor M.N. Srinivas is the pioneer.
Which area he studied this? He went and stayed in an area and he wrote his books. Which was that area?
Sir, I am unable to recall.
Unable. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you. You were with Aircon.
Yes, sir.
To which schedule does Aircon belong? You're aware of the scheduling of the companies, no? Or
Yes, it is Navratna, sir.
No, not no. There are 4 schedules, and all the companies, all the CPSCs are assigned or aligned to one of the 4 schedules. To which schedule is Aircon?
No, sir, I am not aware of it.
You've been there for a pretty long time, and that too at a high position. What is remuneration you've written? What is remuneration?
So it is the monthly in-hand remuneration that I have written. One is the cost to company, that is per year basis. So it includes the monthly that we get, also this other additional benefits like in terms of newspaper allowance and DA and
What about HRA?
HRA, yes, sir, PF.
So this 70,000 is includes
No.
SRA.
No, sir.
So it doesn't include
No.
SRA, no? Okay. Has a pay commission been set up?
Yes, sir. Its pay commission, it has not been set up, but the order
Has been issued
yes, sir.
by the cabinet. The cabinet has accepted it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One last question. Who was the first IAS officer in India?
So
I'm asking this because you belong to Bengal, which you have disowned in your DAF. But who was the first IAS officer? Now you can get you got a clue.
Satyendranath Bose,
Which year?
sir, not aware of it.
Okay, thank you.
Gaurav,
Yes, sir.
you are a BTech,
Yes.
civil engineering.
Yes.
How did the fondness for the Sundarkand come across?
Sir, it was even prior to the civil engineering that I took up in Minister. In my village, there is Hanuman temple. So recitation occurs, and it has been like my family members week, and I have been going over there. So out of this aspect, Sundarkand came up, but later I realized the practicalities and also um, teachings that it has. So with that ingrained Sundarkand in me as my hobby, sir.
What exactly is the meaning of Sundarkand?
Sir, Sundarkand is named based on the word Sundar that has been kept more than 40 times in the Kand, sir. Also, Tulsidas ji says that the story of Ram is Sundar, Sita's story is Sundar, so and Lord Hanuman's story is also Sundar, so name it as Sundar.
Okay. How many Kands are there in the Ramayana?
So there are 7 Kands.
Which is the one which precedes Sundarkand?
Sir, Kiskindar Kand, sir.
And which is the one which succeeds?
Uttarkand, sir.
Which is the most important Kand of all these? Not the war?
So I find all these equally important, but I have I feel Sundarkand is more better because it has many practicality in terms of challenges we face. A man who has lost his wife, his kingdom, but a ray of hope comes in form of Lord Hanumana, who goes there, faces challenges of Lankini, Sursa, and ultimately he overcomes these, sir. So also there are practical aspects like the diplomatic immunity we may relate to. When Hanuman goes there, Vibhishan tells Ravan not to kill Hanumana. So
But that's not part of Sundarkand. That's part of Yudhkand.
no, sir. When Hanuman reached in Lanka, that is in Sundarkand. Sir.
Okay, that is the previous part,
Yes.
before the war.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So Ravana tried to kill him when he tried to tell about the Lord about Lord Rama. So it does not good sounds good to him. So he tries to kill, but Vivishna stops him that we cannot kill a diplomat over here. So it has practical application in terms of India-Canada relationship and other things that we see, sir.
Okay, you also said that you are fond of mentoring school children. Desh Ka Mentor Initiative.
Yes.
Uh, what exactly was your role as a mentor?
Sir, there were school children of class 9 to 12. I was assigned 4 children, students through phone, through app, and I had to contact by phone. And the main purpose was to give the information and handhold them in decision making.
What is the difference between coaching and mentoring?
Sir, I feel coaching is more of teaching the subject matter, but in mentoring, we try to empower the children himself by going into their mentality so that they can carve their own person. It is more of enabler, not giver, sir.
Can you name some people who have carved a niche for themselves as mentors, not coaches?
S- Sir, teams also keep mentor for their mental well-being, and the consultants, they can be mentorship role many a time for a company.
Okay, there was a mentor who was a cricketer who was made a mentor for the Indian cricket team. Can you remember recently?
No, sir, name I'm not aware of, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You said you're from civil engineering.
Yes, sir.
How this knowledge will help you as your job in the as a civil servant? How this your training will help you?
Sir, my civil engineering skills will come to utilization in direct application if it comes in terms of dam construction, roadways, railways, highways. So overseeing these will be beneficial with civil engineering background. Indirectly, I have technical mindset of engineering.
Recently, there are some collapses were noticed in recent years. What was the reasons behind them, and how you can prevent them?
So the regions were multifaceted. There were civil engineering regions also, like Silkera tunnel collapse and bridge collapses in Bihar occurred. Like in Bihar, sir, the soil is so much, so shear strength of soil reduces. So perhaps that was not taken into account as per the preliminary reports. And safety precautions were there were some loopholes in Silkera tunnel collapse. We also said there were regions like corruption and lack of supervision that can be flagged, sir.
How will you decide which places need the dam most in India according to the current situation? So, how will you decide the priority? Which places need the dam earliest?
So my first priority will be based on the flooding, solving the flooding and drought issue. So if it can be managed, that should be first purpose. Second, irrigation practice. Some areas are less irrigated, like in
China is building series of dams on Brahmaputra River in its side.
yes.
What are the difficult situations it is going to create for India, and how can we prepare for that?
Sir, given we are the lower riparian state in terms of Brahmaputra River, the control will be by the China if they construct dam over there. It will, with sudden release of water, it can have devastating effect. Also, they can accumulate water and not release for our purposes. It will detrimental in that aspect. But for
But if the dams are constructed on international rivers, so does any agreements happen between two countries, or a single country which is upper riparian state can create the dam on its own?
no, sir, it happens. As, we have Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan, but it is more of a mutually negotiable one. Like China is doing is as per the domination
Okay.
of the.
Okay, India is facing infrastructure issues, right? What are the reasons for that?
So, firstly, the fund crunch is there. We have lot many challenges to handle. So, infrastructure less from that thing. Second is this the planning.
Okay, mass migration is happening towards cities, right?
Yes, sir.
So is it good for it? Should we let it happen? Should we support it, or should we do something else?
Sir, mass migration brings with it challenges in the rural areas from where migration occurs. However, it has positive sides in terms of the workforce that is available in cities where they are migrating. So we need to have a more balanced and nuanced approach of where we want to have migration allowed or not.
What we can do to improve the living condition in cities?
Sir, we can intensify the measures that have been taken, like smart city. It has ample number of provisions, but the implementation part is
Which
some.
smart cities have completed their targets?
Sir, their quantitative data I am not aware of, but I feel cities like Bhopal, Indore have done pretty well.
Okay, lot of people environmentalists raise concerns regarding the construction of dams.
Yes, sir.
So, what are your views? Since dams are important for development, right? So, what are your views on that?
Sir, we cannot deny the infrastructural requirement that is for development, but the challenges that come up needs to be tackled in terms of proper rehabilitation and the first of all the dam should not be like harming environmental areas, environmentally protected areas. If not possible to shift, then
Okay,
it should be minimized.
what are your views on the interlinking of rivers? Which rivers are currently being started on this? What is the current status of this?
So, government has initiated for Ken Betwa river interlinking project. It, it is a good step, I find, because it will be transferring the surplus waters from one river to another and will have multiple benefits.
Okay, you've written pursuing short-term courses in diverse domains. Please explain this.
So,
Which courses?
whenever I find time, I try to uh, enroll into the courses offered by various colleges or universities.
Can you suggest some courses which you have completed or which you are currently pursuing?
Sir, I have completed low cost housing course from IIT Indore and the disaster management course from IIT Kharagpur, sir.
Please come again. This low cost.
Low cost housing course was there by IIT Indore, sir,
Okay.
and the disaster management course by IIT Kharagpur. I have pursued these courses, sir.
Okay. Are you aware about the AI changes that are happening, development in the sector of AI? Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what are the ethical issues involved in the implementation, the changes AI is doing?
So, first is the employment versus technology debate. It can hamper employment. Second is the biased.
Is it an ethical issue? Employment versus, does it come under the ethical issue?
So, based on a company's approach, if one is a company owner,
Are you aware that some publishing houses have sued major AI companies? Are you aware
no,
of?
sir, I'm not
No.
aware of it.
Okay. Okay.
Gaurav,
Yes,
you have spoken a lot related to Lord Hanuman's visit to Lanka and then how Lord Ram was not happy with how he was treated because of diplomatic immunity. So it gives me an impression that you are highly interested in foreign affairs,
yes.
diplomacy, international relations. But what bemuses me is when I look at your service preference,
Yes.
Indian Foreign Service is placed at 7th rank. What is the justification for that?
Sir, foreign diplomacy is of utmost importance and equally important than the domestic affairs uh, and other services. But there is the personal reason due to which I kept it at seventh. I am two brothers. My younger brother is in Oman, sir, and my parents don't want to relocate at foreign places, and they are DA, sir, also.
You could have written not opted.
Sir, I analyzed how much I can make adjustment in personal affairs and how much I want to contribute. So based on the that analysis, I chose that I should go through for IFS also rather than eliminating it.
Thank you, Gaurav. Your interview is over. We will reconnect with you in some time for your feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Gaurav,
Yes,
let me tell you first the good things about you.
yes,
You're very polite and very humble,
yes,
and some of your answers were very good. But let me also highlight the areas where I think you need improvement.
yes,
I'll start from the very beginning, Gaurav. As you entered,
yes,
I felt that the entry was slightly circumspect. it could have been more confident. Okay.
Yes.
The smile was missing. And then how you greeted. And you should greet with confidence.
Yes, sir.
And brightness should be there all across your face.
Yes.
Okay. Then the sitting posture that you maintain throughout the course of the interaction, a wide stance. Please ensure that the knees are not spread that wide,
Yes.
because it gives a very casual approach. When you took the chair, also you were sitting on the edge of the seat, and that forced you automatically to drag your feet beneath the chair. So try to ensure that your back touches the seat. Okay, just go back, and so in this fashion you look more erect.
Yes.
Okay, then you're wearing a nice suit, but I can't say the same for the shirt, because it's not crisp.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of like wrinkles, and the tie is also not appropriate. Okay, and then your hand movements,
Yes.
they were more than necessary. And more than hand movements, what was more alarming was the finger movement. You moved your fingers like this, which is a mark of anxiety and nervousness. So please ensure that you keep your hands relaxed on your legs, or you hold it like them, or like this, whatever is your comfortable position. But don't play with your fingers.
Yes, sir.
Then, when you were listening to the questions, I felt now, and I feel honorable members will second me on this, that you were not listening to the question properly. You were in some kind of haste to answer. On several occasions, you started answering, and then in between, you pulled back. You said, "Sir, I'm not aware." So that creates a very bad impression. You should take some time to think. In that way, you will be able to articulate your answer properly.
Yes.
Then a question was asked to you related to Kumbh.
Yes.
That what have you noticed in the Kumbh, or are you observing the event? You gave a very generalist kind of answer. Like you said that it is 140 after 144 years, it will have effect on economy, society. But I was expecting more details, like how it will help in improving the GDP of the state, how much revenue it is expected to generate,
Yes.
how it is going to push the tourism sector, will it help in social cohesion, will it improve brand India, all those kind of things. Okay. The same can be said with respect to the dam question when it was asked to you, river linking question. The answers were very generic. And at the personality test, we expect some kind of specificity. Okay, some specific answers we expect. Further, when sir asked you related anthropology, the impact of tribes and all of that, you did not give any data. Please give some data provided by Niti Aayog or any of the other committees related to what are the challenges or growth prospect, all those kind of things. You made a grave mistake when you said Satyendranath Bose. Is he Satyendranath Bose? Satyendranath Tagore, okay, is the first ICS officer of India. Also, in the beginning, when I asked you that why is this discrepancy related to Bihar and West Bengal, you spoke lawfully about, very good things about West Bengal.
Yes.
Okay, and then you have not opted for it.
Yes.
And you also couldn't handle the question West Bengal. You said it is more of Bengali nationalism. Are you saying there was no Punjabi nationalism? Have you heard about the Lion of Punjab, Lala Lajpat Rai? What about Bhagat Singh? Are they not our national icons? How can you say that? So please revisit your answer.
Yes.
And this is what I have to say.
Yes.
So these are the things you need to improve, Gaurav. When is your interview scheduled?
Sir, 30th January, sir.
30th January. So you have time now. If you work on these factors, definitely there will be a jump of 25 to 30 marks at least. And if you can improve and work hard, that can even go beyond. Okay. So
Sir.
that is the feedback. Honorable members, if you would like to add anything that I'm missing.
I would only suggest that once you get the question, let it sink in you. What is called the sinking of the question. Let it sink in you as to what is the import of the question. What is the board, what is it expecting from me as a civil servant, as a candidate? So, the question comes to you first you formulate an answer in your mind before you start answering, not knowing where to go and how to go about it. You first formulate in your mind, prioritize your answers, and then you come out before the board. Okay.
Okay, Gaurav, one thing I would want to tell you is, your body language showed nervousness, anxiety throughout. Even your dressing sense, what has been talked about. See, wearing colored socks is not appropriate. Taking your come for an occasion. This is a mock drill. Mock means what? It is actually it's for you. It is something like the real show.
Yes, sir.
So you should have come prepared like a real show. Should have come shaved. You should have come properly. Your clothes should have been pressed. Your hair should have been well kept. All that should have been kept in mind. But you did not do that. So make sure that you don't go like this in this fashion when you go for your final interview. Your eye contact was not appropriate. What happened is when you were talking, the person who was asking you a question, you were giving a reply. You were looking at him, but you were not looking at other people. So what happens is there are 4 people on the panel now.
Yes.
That means if I'm asking a question for 5 minutes, 20 minutes if the interview has lasted, for 15 minutes the other people, the other panelists have felt ignored.
Yes, sir.
So look at the person primarily who's asking you a question, but also share glances with the people, with the other panelists. And that smile has to be there because that is one way of telling the people I'm not nervous. So keep a smile on your face is very important. And one more thing, incidentally, you sat down without permission. That also not the right thing to do. Come stand beside the chair and wait for permission to sit down. Sit only then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will take care of it, sir.
Anything good like that?
Any basic questions you should be prepared for your profile, right? They should be just basic questions. So you should be prepared पहले से इनके बारे में और weather should not affect your energy level. बाहर का weather कुछ भी हो, you should be with full energy, right? तो as all the sirs has said कि appearance का भी matter करता है. आप थोड़ा सा अगर नीट एंड क्लीन होके आते हो तो एक एनर्जी लेवल आपका नेचुरली बढ़ जाता है, राइट? तो वो भी थोड़ा सा एक आप खुद एक डिफेंसिव पे चले जाते हो. यू नो दैट यू हैव नॉट डन द प्रॉपर प्रिपरेशन ऑन योर अपीयरेंस, सो यू गो ऑन डिफेंसिव. तो जैसे बिल्कुल तैयार होके जाते हैं ना कहीं पे, तो वैसे ही आपको मेंटली भी तैयार होना है, फिजिकली भी तैयार होना है.
Okay. Just seconding on what Sir said and just giving you more inputs on the eye power. You see, the room has a horseshoe kind of desk.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's not possible for you to look at everybody like this. But the we, what Sir meant, is the we. Whenever you're looking,
Yes, sir.
okay. So the we of your vision,
Yes, sir.
try to ensure that you cover everybody. Primarily, you should look at the person who has asked you the question, but also pass soft glances every now and then to those who are also interested and keenly listening to what you have to say.
Yes.
Gaurav, if you have any questions, then I'll declare your score.
Sir, I am facing issue of eye contact that has been told in previous mocks also. Sir, should I move the head or eye only?
The movements should not be jerky. They should be smooth. What he said. You have to look at primarily at the person who's asking you a question, maybe about 60 to 70% of the time,
Yeah.
but 15 to 20 or 25% also share glances. It's just casual movement, but not jerky movement. Tuck, tuck, tuck nahi hona chahiye. It has to be, cool movements. That is what is important.
Sir, that should be at the end or any
In
time?
between,
Wherever you find the opportunity.
whenever you see the person is taking notes, look at other people.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
That I can implement. Yes, sir.
Also, Gaurav, do you intend to wear these glasses?
Yes, sir. Again, powers are high, so
If you can go for a rimless one, that would be more appropriate. But if you're comfortable with this one, there's no point in changing it, right?
yes, sir. I will
Okay.
try, sir. Yes.
Any other questions, Gaurav?
No, sir.
Okay,
That's
so Gaurav, based on today's performance,
Yes,
we
sir.
have awarded you 140. But you can understand why
Yes, sir.
this score has been given to you.
Yes.
But as sirs have suggested, that
Yes.
definitely, if you work on the feedback, Gaurav,
Yes.
then you can expect anything beyond 165, 170 also. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So our
That will be-
best wishes are with you.
Thank
All
you,
the
sir.
best. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. If
All the best.
And then you need money I will share. Not everybody have to
No.